Okay friends, the next topic is alpha adrenergic receptor agonist drugs. So what is the meaning of agonist? So here agonist means right. So the drug has affinity towards the receptor and shows some biological activity. So here when we use agonist drug, when neurotransmitters are not released in sufficient amount, then we have to give the drugs from outside. So now what about adrenergic receptor agonist drug? So these drugs are used when deficiency of adrenergic neurotransmitters takes place. So adrenergic neurotransmitters are adrenaline, noradrenaline. When these two are not released in required quantity, then we use adrenergic receptor agonist drugs. So examples are norepinephrine, epinephrine, methyl dopa. So the first compound is norepinephrine. So friends, the structure of norepinephrine is here we have benzene. On benzene ring we have two OH groups. This is called catechol. So what we said there, so these neurotransmitters are catechol ethylamine. That means on catechol compound we have CH2 NH2 group is present. This is called catechol ethylamine. Now here on this we have a OH group, and at bottom side we have the hydrogen. The hydrogen. So this is called norepinephrine or noradrenaline. So the structure of epinephrine or noradrenaline. Let's see the synthesis. So for synthesis we are taking catechol. This catechol react with chloroacetic acid. So in the solvent carbon tetrachloride in presence of phosphorus oxytrichloride. The reaction is right. Friedel-Crafts acylation type reaction. How it is taking place? Let's see. So here we are taking chloroacetic acid. This is a chloroacetic acid. Right. When you use phosphorus oxytrichloride POCl3. Now this phosphorus oxytrichloride going to convert the chloroacetic acid into when you use this compound, OH is going to replace by Cl. So acid chloride is forming. This acid chloride can involve in Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So that's why this compound has obtained. Now this compound on treating with ammonia, so loss of chlorine and hydrogen in form of HCl. Loss of HCl. So this is going to give the compound as NH2 group. Now in place of C double bond we need OH. For that we are going to use reducing agent. What is the reaction here? The reaction is reduction. So now this reduction converting C double bond group to OH. This is the compound noradrenaline. So friends, what is the use of noradrenaline? So noradrenaline has limited applications because this noradrenaline can interact with alpha receptor as well as beta receptor. This is going to cause some side effects like vasoconstriction and cardiac stimulation. So here we are giving this drug in form of injection. It is not available in tablet. So we are giving this drug intravenously. Therefore it is showing rapid metabolism. And here we are giving the drug in form of injection. Therefore it showed activity within 1 or 2 minutes. So friends, the alpha selectivity of the noradrenaline raises the blood pressure, beta selectivity of the compound stimulate the heart. So this is about noradrenaline. Let's see adrenaline. So what is the structure of adrenaline? In noradrenaline, here we have NH2 group. In adrenaline, we have NHCH3 group. So therefore, let's see the synthesis. The synthesis also everything same, similar to noradrenaline. Yes, up to here. Here we are going to add methyl chloride. This methyl chloride react with NH2 group, loss of hydrogen iodide. Yes, give the compound, right? What is this? Adrenaline. Okay, so friends, what is the use of adrenaline? So adrenaline is more widely used clinically rather than noradrenaline, because right, it has some greater selectivity than the noradrenaline. Okay, so it is used to treat hypertension, majorly to cure the low BP. When you use this compound, it is going to increase the BP, and it has the greatest selectivity, so it stimulates the cardiac arrest. When sometimes when whatever the heart is there, heart will be struck, then we use this compound to stimulate the heart. And here the beta 2 selectivity so leads to bronchodilation. We already studied about, right, asthma biochemistry. So bronchodilation is necessary for treating of asthma. So adrenaline can interact with beta 2 receptor, then it can activate beta 2 receptor, then bronchodilation has taken place. Here alpha selectivity of noradrenaline going to, yes, cause nasal congestants. Friends, this is about adrenaline. So next here, methyl dopa. The compound is methyl dopa. Let's see the structure of methyl dopa here. So methyl dopa also has the same thing. What is? So here we have, right here we have OH, and here we have OH, and here CH2, and here we have COOH group, and right, and here top side we have this position, we have NH2 group, and at bottom side we have the CH3. So this is the structure of methyl dopa. Friends, let's see the methyl dopa. So this is the methyl dopa structure. Okay, let's see the synthesis of methyl dopa. For this we are taking, yes, right, 1 2 3 4 dimethoxyaniline amino group is present. It is on reaction with diazotization agent, sodium nitrite in HCl. So diazotization agent convert this amino group into diazonium chloride. So now this diazonium chloride react with, yes, methyl acrylate. So friends, you see here, what is methyl acrylate? So right here double bond CH2 CH, and here we have, right, a C and a C double bond OH. This is called acrylic acid. So here this is called second position or alpha position. Alpha position we have methyl group. This is called alpha methyl acrylic acid, and here in place of hydrogen there is a CH3 group, that is nothing but ester. So this is called alpha methyl acrylate. The compound is alpha methyl acrylate. So this compound taken in acetone, reaction taken place for 8 hours. So this is going to give a compound, so this intermediate. So if you want the mechanism, you just put the comment. I will write the mechanism for this reaction and post into your group. So now this is treating with ammonia, sorry, sodium hydroxide. So actually, so what is there here? This is ester, no? So ester, this is not carboxylic acid, this is ester, okay, CH3. So now this ester undergoing, treating with sodium hydroxide, undergoing hydrolysis, converting to carboxylic acid and alcohol. Carboxylic acid can react with sodium hydroxide and form sodium salt. Now it is on reaction with liquid ammonia at 50 degrees centigrade. So chlorine replaced by amino group, the loss of HCl. So now this is on treating with formic acid. Formic acid convert COONA to COOH and OCH3 to OH group. OCH3 to OH group. So friends, this is the compound methyl dopa. So remember friends, here this is not hydrogen, this is CH3 group. So because here we have ester is there. So next here, what is the use of this methyl dopa? Why we are using methyl dopa? Methyl dopa used for treating of hypertension. Here this is going to interact with alpha 2 receptor and this act on CNS, central nervous system, via the active metabolite, that is methyl adrenaline. Right? Adrenaline. Friends, so these three drugs are used as alpha adrenergic receptor agonist drugs. So now the drugs at alpha adrenergic receptor antagonist drugs. What are antagonist drug? So antagonist means here the drugs which have affinity for the receptor but do not show any biological activity. So what is that? The drugs affinity for the receptor and do not show any activity. So those are called antagonist drugs. The antagonist drugs generally used when the receptors are activated in more quantity that causing a disease. So to cure such a type of disease, we have to block the antagonist drugs. So here, so when there is excess of adrenergic activity, then we have to block the adrenaline receptors. Those are alpha 1 and alpha 2. So these are used to treat hypertension, to control and also control urinary output. Examples: APC, benoxytramine, phenoxybenzamine, tetrazosin and pyrazosin. So the first one, yes, APC. What is the structure of APC? So here APC structure is, here you see we have amino group. After amino group we have 6 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6 carbons you add another nitrogen and this nitrogen going to add 2 carbons, yes, 2 CH2s. We have, yes, this is off part. The same off part, right to the right side, then we have the structure APC. Yes, S is going to add 2 CH2s, yes, and here we have NH, then we have 6 carbons, yes, we have 6 carbon. After 6 carbon again we have NH2 group. This is called APC. It's called APC. Okay friends, so this is the structure of APC. Second one, benoxytramine. Second one is benoxytramine. So benoxytramine is nothing but, you see here this nitrogen is added to, yes, a phenyl group. That phenyl, sorry, this nitrogen is added to methylene. That methylene is going to have phenyl group. That phenyl group has a methoxy group at a ortho position. So the same thing here we have for the next nitrogen, last nitrogen. Here we have OCH3. Yes, we have OCH3. So this is the structure benoxyetramine. APC has a CH2, then phenyl ring, ortho position OCH3. Yes. So benoxyetramine. So friends, these two drugs are polyamine disulfide compounds. These are irreversible drugs for alpha adrenergic receptors. So here the alpha receptor has a cysteine group. So the key thiol group in alpha receptor, when it is in resting state, the polyamine disulfide, so this has a richest group here, disulfide group, and stabilizes the conformation of SH present in alpha receptor. So this group exposed changed in clockwise and separated by the size the distance. So now the next compound is terazosin. The compound is terazosin. What is the structure of terazosin? So let's see the structure of terazosin. To write the terazosin, take the benzene, and here after the benzene there is a N and N. So this is called pyrimidine. Benzene is fused to pyrimidine. So here we have NH2. On this pyrimidine ring we have amino group, and on benzene ring we have here OCH3, and here also we have OCH3. So two OCH3s are there, and this position we have a piperazine ring. We have which ring? Piperazine. So this piperazine nitrogens directly attached to the pyrimidine, and this nitrogen is going to have C double bond O, and this is added to a 5-membered ring which has the oxygen, that is furan, tetrahydrofuran ring. This is the compound terazosin. The compound is terazosin. So here the terazosin compound. So it is a antihypertensive agent, and also it is used for benign prostatic hyperplasia. Benign prostatic hyperplasia. So what is that? So here due to activation, more number of activation of alpha receptor, the urine bladder has high pressure. To cure that, we are going to use terazosin. Let's see the synthesis. For synthesis, we are taking piperazine ring, this ring first. So piperazine react with furanyl chloride. So furanic acid is there none. So second position to furanyl chloride. So amine react with chlorine. So these are very reactive. So loss of HCl. So the loss of HCl minus HCl. Yes, chlorine from acid chloride group, hydrogen from piperidine nitrogen. So we get this compound. Okay. So now this compound, you can observe there is no double bonds, but here double bonds are present. That's why we are going to do catalytic reduction, that convert double bonds are converted into single bonds on reduction or hydrogenation. Next we are going to add the remaining part of terazosin. So the remaining part of terazosin is added, but this has the Cl group. Again, in presence of base, hydrogen from here, chlorine from here, dehydrohalogenation takes place. This is going to give the compound terazosin. Friends, so this is about the structures of alpha adrenergic receptors, agonist and antagonist drugs, and we will discuss in the next class for beta adrenergic